How's it going on, guys? ZombiewarsSMT here, and welcome back again to another Undertale Top 10 video. And today we're going to be going over the top 10 characters in Undertale. Now, when I did my top 10 bosses in Undertale, a lot of people got confused with characters. A lot of people assumed that, the number of boss that was my favorite was, well, my favorite character, which is completely incorrect. My top 10 boss battles in Undertale was actually just strictly based on the boss battles themselves and the character development rather than the characters themselves. But in today's top 10, we're not going to focus on any of the boss battles or any fights at all. We're going to be focusing on the characters and their personalities only. So before we get right to this, make sure you slap that like button down below and also comment down below #Undertale. And let's get right to the top 10. I want to make it clear that in this top 10, I also won't be including characters such as Muffet or the Mad Dummy, since I consider those characters more like random encounter battles, meaning that you just, encounter them and move on with your life. Also, no Temmies, because if I put Temmie on the list, it would obviously be way more superior than any other character. But let's get right to number 10. At number 10 is Asgore. Now, I put Asgore at number 10 because it's more of a personal thing. This list is mainly a personal list. However, I just really would consider myself a big fan of Asgore. I don't really like his character. I think he's a bit bland, and there's just not really much about him that seems interesting to me, other than he's the king of the monsters, basically. However, a really cool thing about him, though, is that his name was built up throughout the entire game of Undertale. All you heard when you were playing through the game was Asgore, Asgore, Asgore. You're gonna face Asgore. So it really made you intimidate him when you fight him. But other than that, I really can't say much of why I would like Asgore. So that's mainly why he's at number 10. Moving on to number 9 is Ondine. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ondine is a sexy fish, but like I said, it's just not really anything I seem to like about Ondine. There is one thing I did like about her, though, and it's her change in character. She first met you in an angered and, basically wanted to kill you and rip your organs out, and eventually you became friends with her and you're like hug buddies or whatever. It's also a little hard to talk about Ondine without discussing her fights, since that's basically what her character is based around, is her fights. But I get it. Ondine's pretty rad, so she can stick at number 9. On to number 8 is Dr. Alfie's. Now, I actually really do like Dr. Alfie's. There only is one thing that annoys me about her, and it's how much she messages you in Hotlands. Nevertheless, though, she is a pretty cool character, and plus she has built one of my favorite characters, Medit, so she's pretty cool on my list for that. I also like Dr. Alfie's too, because she's also one of the only characters in Undertale that you basically become friends with that you never fought. I mean, for crying out loud, you even fought Goat Mom, yet you never fought Dr. Alfie's before. I think she has a pretty cool nerdy character to her, so I'd say I like her. Number 7 is a pretty interesting character. W.D. Gaster. Now, W.D. Gaster isn't really a character in Undertale that you meet or really even talk to, but it's rather a character in the game, and by I mean in the game, I mean in the game. W.D. Gaster seems like one of those characters that is literally meant to break the fourth wall, as you gotta change files around and set the fun levels to 6, 6, and then you have to find a certain room and encounter him there. Then when you finally encounter him, all he does is just disappear. However, that isn't why I think he's at number 7. There's lots and lots of theories and rumors about W.D. Gaster, and honestly, we don't even know what he looks like yet. We just assume that this sprite shown on screen is W.D. Gaster, and it's called Mystery Man, and it's the only thing that we can point fingers to being W.D. Gaster. There's so many rumors and theories and interesting things about W.D. Gaster. That's why he is on this list in the first place, just because he isn't in the game as a character that you play around with. He's still a really in-depth and interesting character. Matter of fact, I think W.D. Gaster is so interesting, I might just make my own top 10 based on him. Moving around to number 6 is Medit. Now, when I say Medit, I don't mean Medit X or Neo, since I basically consider Medit and Medit X and Neo completely different characters. I still consider X and Neo the same character, but Medit and Neo and X, just no. Nevertheless, though, Medit, he's a really interesting character because he's, how to put it this way, a TV star. Well, obviously, if you know who Medit is, you know he's a TV star. But there's something about the normal Mediton that stands out to me. If you notice when you played Undertale, when you encounter a normal Mediton and you look at the viewers that he has on his show, there aren't many at all. There's about 10. When he transforms into Mediton X, there's thousands of people watching him. I really do like normal Mediton because it's a TV star, or should I say someone before they're a TV star, working their way to being successful. Of course I'm looking too in-depth, it's just a little character, but I'm just saying, it seems like that's what it is. Coincidentally, as soon as he switches into Mediton X, suddenly his viewers burst from the tens to the thousands. I can't really say much about his looks though, because Mediton is basically just a block. Moving along to number 5 is Papyrus. Now Papyrus is a fan favorite to many, just like Sans. Papyrus is a goofy skeleton and he's just awesome. To me, however, Papyrus seems like the comic relief of Undertale. He seems like he's there to be funny, to raise up spirits, and just be, well, a little stupid. Not only that, but he's a character that inspires to be inside the Royal Guard.
He is filled with determination.
Please don't ever let me do that again. But yeah, Papyrus is definitely on this list just because his personality and his character is just absolutely beautiful. He's bright, he's funny, and, well, a little stupid, but not stupid to the point where you want to punch him into a wall. He's like the, adorable kind of stupid. Like, he's still smart, but, like, you confuse a human and a rock. Number 4 is the sexy goat mom. Sorry about that. Number 4 is Toriel. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but for a while before, I got more interested in Undertale and I just got new to the game, Toriel was actually my favorite character. I don't know why I like Toriel so much. I don't know whether it's the fact that she's really caring, she seems nice, and she's really funny at sometimes too. Moving along to number 3 is your friend Flowy. Now, Flowy is at number 3 for a couple of reasons. Number 1, he's an evil, talking, freaking flower. Number 2, he's one of the most sadistic characters in the game that pressures you to kill everyone. And number 3, he transforms into a freak of nature. I don't even know what this, where do I begin? I don't know. Number 2, Mediton X. Why? Just look at those legs. Now you're probably wondering, Zombie Wars, didn't you already went over Mediton? I went over normal Mediton. I think that Mediton and Mediton X have completely different personalities. Normal Mediton is all about basically killing you and, well, entertain his viewers, while Mediton X is, well, trying to kill you, entertain his viewers, be glamorous, and have fun at the same time. He's also a really interesting character too, because he's one of the only characters in Undertale that has no negative feelings to humans. That's why I personally think Mediton X is a really cool character, because he's not really focused out for revenge, he's not focused for payback, he's just focused to have fun and make people happy. Now, number 1 is a little expected, but it's Sans. Now, Sans is my number 1 favorite character for multiple reasons. He's a jokester, he's cool, he's lazy, he's funny. Oh yeah, and there's also a lot of mysteries about him, like why the hell he has Gaster Blasters and why the hell he can teleport. I don't know whether it was before I even played Undertale or whether I was playing Undertale that really got me interested in Sans, but I've seen so many fan art of Sans, I've seen so many people making quote-unquote you're gonna have a bad time jokes, and so many different things that it just drove me to like Sans even more. And the top to boot, even though this isn't a reason why he's my favorite character, it's more of a bonus, but he also has one of the best boss fights in any game I played for a long time. Like I said though, that doesn't help him, with my favorite character, since I said that doesn't count, but it's just a little bonus. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Today we went over the top 10 characters in Undertale. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you slap that like button down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well. Stay there for future videos. And I plan to do more of these top 10s weekly, so if you guys want to see more, make sure you slap that like button down below. I'd really love to do more of these, but the only way I can tell that you guys are liking them is by the comment section and the rating system. But yeah guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out and have a good one. Stay awesome guys.